നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് ദ ലിറ്റിൽ ഗേൾ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസേഴ്സും ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസുമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിലേക്ക് കടക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് ആരെങ്കിലും ഈ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദയവായി സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്ത് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസേഴ്സിലേക്ക് കടക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒരു മാച്ച് ദ ഫോളോയിങ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഫസ്റ്റിൻ്റെ ആൻസർ തേർഡ്, സെക്കൻഡിൻ്റെ സെക്കൻഡ്, തേർഡിൻ്റെ സിക്സ്ത്. ഇനി സെക്കൻഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ആൻസർ ദ ഫോളോയിങ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇൻ 1 or 2 sentences. Why was Kezia afraid of her father? Kezia was afraid of her father because he used to talk her harshly. He was in a habit of finding out her mistakes. Question 2. Who were the people in Kezia's family? Kezia's family had her grandmother, mother and father. Question 3. What was Kezia's father's routine? Before going to his office, after coming back from his office on Sundays. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് മൂന്നെണ്ണമാണ് നമ്മൾ എഴുതാനുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ ആൻസേഴ്സ് നോക്കാം. He used to kiss Kezia casually before going to his office. Second, he would ask for the newspaper and tea after coming back from his office. Third, on Sundays, he would take rest. He would enjoy sound sleep on the sofa. അടുത്ത question 4. In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? Kezia's grandmother sent her to her father's room to have a nice talk with him. Besides, she asked her to make a gift of a pincushion on her father's birthday. അടുത്ത തേർഡ് സെക്ഷൻ ആണ്. Question 1. Kezia efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? Kezia used to be afraid of her father because her father talked to her harshly. One day her grandmother told her to make a pincushion to gift him on his birthday, which was approaching. Kezia took it an opportunity to please him, so she stitched cotton cloth 3 sides and looked for the things that could be stuffed into the stitched cloth. Soon she found out many sheets of paper. Actually, they contained her father's speech for the Port Authority. She tore them into pieces and stuffed her case. One day, when her father looked for the papers, he did not find them. After some time, he came to know that Kezia had torn them into pieces to make a pincushion. He got infuriated and beat her with a ruler. Thus, her efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. At the question 2, Kezia decides that there are different kinds of fathers. What kind of father was Mr. MacDonald, and how was he different from Kezia's father? In Kezia's opinion, her father was very harsh. He did not talk to her affectionately, but rather he used to speak to her stringently. So she avoided him. She did not want to be in front of him because she was afraid of him. Moreover, her father never spent time with her. MacDonald family lived next door to her house. One evening, she saw him playing tag with his children. A baby was on his shoulder and 2 little girls were hanging on his coat pockets. They were laughing. Also, she saw some boys turn the hose, and MacDonald, he tried to catch them laughing all the time. She found them feel friendly with their father, so she wished if her father were like them. Question 3. How does Kezia begin to see her father as a human being who needs her sympathy? One night, Kezia had a nightmare which made her too terrified. She was crying out of fear. When she woke up, she found her father beside her with a candle in his hand. He asked her what the matter was. When he came to know about her nightmare, he blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arms. He carried her to the big bedroom. He laid her on the bed and pulled the covers up around her. Apart from this, he lay down beside her. After some time, still half asleep, she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm and held tightly to his shirt. Now she felt comfortable. Her father told her to rub her feet against his legs and get them warm. Now Kezia realized that her father was not as harsh as she thought. She realized that her father had to work all day long and got so tired that he could not play with her. She realized that her father wanted her to understand his compulsion. At bottom, he was a very good person. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഫില്ലിംഗ് ദ ബ്ലാങ്ക്സിൻ്റെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് എഴുതാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് ത്രിൽഡ്, സെക്കൻഡ് ഡിലൈറ്റഡ്, തേർഡ് ഓവർജോയ്ഡ്, ഫോർത്ത് പ്ലീസ്ഡ്, ഫിഫ്ത്ത് ഹാപ്പി. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 2. Question 2 in the answers. Most important, great, very popular, great, very affectionate or large-hearted. അടുത്ത് അതിൻ്റെ റിപ്പോർട്ടറിൻ്റെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് ആണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് സേസ്, സെക്കൻഡ് മെൻഷൻ, തേർഡ് ടോൾഡ്, ഫോർത്ത് ആൻസേർഡ്, ഫിഫ്ത്ത് വണ്ടേർഡ്, സിക്സ് ടോൾഡ് ആൻഡ് സെവൻ അപ്പോളജൈസ്ഡ്. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ടുവിൻ്റെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് നോക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യത്തെ റിമാർക്ക്, സെക്കൻഡ് ഷൗട്ടഡ്, തേർഡ് വെർ കംപ്ലൈനിങ്, ഫോർത്ത് റിപ്ലൈഡ്, ഫിഫ്ത്ത് സജസ്റ്റഡ്, സിക്സ് ഓർഡർഡ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ബാക്കി സ്പീക്കിംഗ് സെക്ഷനിലെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസേഴ്സ് ആണ്. The story is not an Indian story, but do you think there are fathers, mothers and grandmothers like the ones portrayed in the story in our own country? There is no doubt that Indian families too have such fathers, mothers and grandmothers. In this world of cutthroat competition, everyone aspires for success. So the parents get employed to provide the children with all the worldly comforts, but they fail to comprehend the psychology of the tiny tots and make them feel isolated. Children need parents, time and love. They want that, then parents should interact with them humbly and without hurting their feelings. അടുത്ത question 2 and answers നോക്കാം. Kesia's father was not right to punish her. He should have understood that she was only a child and a child tends to make mistakes. A child's mistake should always be mended. On the one hand, he was strict, unkind and short-tempered. On the other hand, he was hardworking, responsible and caring to his family. He worked hard all day long and got tired. So he was compelled not to give any time to Kesia. At heart, he cared and loved Kesia very much. When she got frightened due to a nightmare, he immediately came to her with a candle to know what had happened to her. It shows that he cared her very much. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ചാപ്റ്റർ. താങ്ക് യു.